At the top of the hour, I said we are going to keep your house clean
For sure.
and safe.
Absolutely.
The two things we're doing for you this hour. I'm here with Joe Harrison,
Ty.
our home innovations expert here. And what I love talking about this because it's something that we all have to do.
Absolutely.
Right? It's not a lot of the things we talk about here. It's like, hey, wouldn't you like to have this? Wouldn't it be fun to have this? This is something that you have to have in your home. Let me ask you, your smoke detectors in your home, how long have they been there? And really, just take a moment to think about it. How long have they been there? How old are the batteries, right? When do they need to be replaced, right? A lot of times we don't think about it until it's too late. Well, this is your opportunity. It's from Samurai. It's our #1 safety brand here at HSN. This is what you're getting. You're getting 2 smoke detectors, and look how sleek and lean these are, very easy to install. But then you're also getting a carbon monoxide detector as well. We'll talk about why that is so important. A 3-pack, normally these are $35 to $40 each, but you're getting all 3 today. This price ends at midnight, $64.99 to get everything you need right now. And then on top of all of that, it is peace of mind for 10 years. 10 years. It is a 10-year battery life on these, not every 6 months having to go up there and change it. It is a 10-year battery life. This is your opportunity now. If you don't know how old those smoke detectors are in your home, or if they're big and they're turning yellow, it's probably time to replace them. Joe,
for sure.
Thanks for being here.
No problem. You have these. We have these in our, everybody has these, Ty. They're in our house. And you're right, they start turning yellow. The alarm goes off in the middle of the night because the batteries battery's starting to die, and it's been 6 months, and you end up taking the battery out. You think, I just need to get a good night's sleep. I'll put the battery in tomorrow. Then it becomes next week. Then it becomes next month. Now you have a house without a working smoke detector, and that really becomes scary. But then the other thing is that the U.S. Fire Administration recommends you change the smoke detector every 10 years. And the reason why, whether you're picking up the Samurai, which is so small, so compact, but more advanced, or you have the older generation like this, there's a sensor in here. It analyzes the air, and over time it collects dust, dander, dirt, debris. What do your shelves look like after a month? What do you think the sensor looks like? After 10 years, it loses its efficiency. So if this is your style that you have in your house, and you don't know when you changed it, chances are it's been longer than a decade. So your choices are, I gotta replace it. Do you go back to the store and you buy these? And you can pick these up pretty inexpensive, $25, $20. You see them all the time. The reason why they're so cheap is that this technology is designed in 1970. Yes, you have technology that's protecting your house. It's over 50 years old because the sensor is so massive. Or you can get this. And this is from Samurai. It's smaller, it's more compact, but it is the latest generation when it comes to technology. It has something called a photoelectric sensor. It knows the difference between steam from your shower and a fire coming from your stove. Because do you ever take a hot shower when this guy's nearby and then the smoke detector goes off? You take the towel to it to blow the air. Yeah, that's gonna get rid of it. Because you have so many false alarms. With Samurai, with that advanced photoelectric sensor that's been designed within the last 8 years, truly the latest generation, when you hear this go off, you know it is a true alert, time to get out of the house right away. But the magic is that little guy down there. That's a 10-year battery. Like Ty mentioned, 10 years worth of peace of mind on here. You install this in your house today, and you don't have to worry about it again for the next 10 years, 2032. If you buy one of these, you're changing the batteries every 6 months. It gets so costly. This is that one solution where you put this in your house and you've got it. And by the way, if you have these in your home, 1970, the code for this, Ty, was you have one smoke detector in your entire house. Doesn't matter the size of your house. That was the code back in 1970. Really? So if your house was built in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, you probably only have a couple of these. But if you fast forward to today, if you're building a new house, you're supposed to have a smoke detector in every bedroom of the house. If you don't have that, you need to pick these up. You should also have a smoke detector in every hallway leading up to every major space. That's the code for today. If you don't have that, you need to pick these up. You also have to have one in every major living area in your home. If you don't have that, you need to pick these up. It is critical to get these spaced throughout your house, but then Ty, you start thinking about the other places. Like my neighbor a couple houses down had her dryer caught on fire because of the lint that was collecting on the bottom. We have some sitting in our laundry room. We have some sitting in our garage. My parents have some in the basement. It's those places that also aren't coded where you can easily put this in your house and add that extra layer of protection for 10 years.
It can be something as simple as the lint in your laundry room, right? It can be something that simple. Well, Joe, I think about, like you and I talk about this a lot, is that all of the new electronics we're bringing into our home, all of the new kitchen appliances, kitchen gadgets, the more things we're plugging in. You get around the holidays and you start plugging things in, right? You're running wires. You're running a heater, maybe a space heater. All of these things that we're bringing into our home more and more electricity, more plug-ins, we're running extension cords. This is all, they potentially can be dangerous. You need to be protected. And we put this in a 3-pack for you because, as Joe was saying, you need multiple smoke detectors in your home. But then the carbon monoxide, this is something a lot of people don't think about until it's too late. We're throwing that in for you today. Now, this is just today. This price ends at midnight. This is your opportunity right now. Now, listen, I know this isn't fun like a piece of jewelry. This isn't sexy like a Colleen maxi dress, but this is something that we all need. And you're going to purchase these eventually. Somewhere down the line, you're going to look up and say, I need to replace that. And I'm going to try to replace it. Are you going to replace it with old technology? Are you going to replace it with something that every 6 months you need to replace the battery? Or are you going to do it today and have peace of mind for 10 years? Can we talk about carbon monoxide?
Well, the one thing you mentioned is the space heaters. Anything that generates heat in your house creates carbon monoxide. And if you don't have the proper airflow, then you get carbon monoxide buildup, then bad things happen. They call carbon monoxide the silent killer because you can't see it, can't taste it, can't smell it. And the common symptom of carbon monoxide poisoning is you feel like you have an upset stomach, like you had a bad meal. You just go to bed, and then bad things happen. So you're going to get a carbon monoxide today. And what they recommend for this is every 750 square feet or every level of your home, you need to have a carbon monoxide. And that's just not me or Ty saying it. That's the U.S. Fire Administration saying it because carbon monoxide poisoning is becoming so prevalent. You can get carbon monoxide from our space heaters, from our stoves, from the cars, the vehicles, and the rooms that are surrounding our garages. Even if you're grilling in the summer, and you're grilling close to your house, that creates carbon monoxide that can get trapped in your house. Bad things will instantly happen. But Samurai, Ty mentioned, is the #1 selling safety product brand here at HSN. Just in the last few years alone, over 500,000 safety items have been sold. So they're bringing you not only the latest technology, but they're making it easy to be able to recognize. So on the front of the one, you'll see it says smoke there on the bottom. Now to install this, all you need to do is put this 12 inches to the ceiling. Now, we give you a couple ways to install this. So if you're knowing, like, I need new smoke detectors, don't have a carbon monoxide detector, and you want to get this for your house, we give you 2 different options. We give you the screws, so if you have a screwdriver, no problem, you've got that right there. If you don't own a screwdriver, then we also give you the 3M adhesive tape. Now, Ty, this isn't any regular tape. This is designed specifically to handle high amounts of heat and also to be able to stay on your wall for 10 years. So it's even specialty tape that you just apply to the back of your carbon monoxide or your smoke detector. You hold it there for 30 seconds. It will be there for the next 10 years. Keep in mind, the one thing you need to do, 12 inches from the ceiling is where you need to mount this. So it can be flush to the wall, can be put on the ceiling. And if you have some of these older ones, you can have the extra layer of protection and start mixing and matching and adding them to your house. But once they hit that 10-year mark, they do need to be replaced. Now with this one, what you have to do is you open up that little cartridge, you change the battery every 6 months. That's what you're supposed to do. Every manufacturer says it on the back, change the batteries every 6 months. With your Samurai, there's a test button on the front. You hold that button down for a couple seconds. Let me get the button. And you hear that loud 85 decibel alarm. That's all you have to do every 6 months. It runs through a test pattern to make sure everything works properly. Now that's the smoke detector. I dropped my carbon monoxide. Let me grab this one. Now the carbon monoxide detector, you do the same thing, but notice the chirp. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the
There you go. Well, that was the carbon monoxide there. Here we go. Carbon monoxide. You want to try this one?
When you hold it down, there you go. It's a faster beep. If you notice that with carbon monoxide, it's a quick beep. The reason why is because now you distinguish between the slow beep and the fast beep. When it's the fast one, you know it's carbon monoxide. It's fast because, Ty, you don't know where it's coming from. With smoke, you're like, oh, it's on the other side of the house. With carbon monoxide, you're like, I don't know where it's coming from. You need to get out of the house right away. So they've even designed the alarm to make it a better audio experience. So now you know, okay, what do we need to do? I can quickly get out of the house.
And I just want to show you, take a quick look at your screen this morning if you're shopping with us. Honestly, if your smoke detectors don't look like this, right, then they're probably out of date.
Oh, for
They
sure.
probably have technology that was made in the 1970s. And how about that battery? When was the last time you replaced that battery, right? When was the last time you actually tested it, right? Maybe getting up there and taking a look at it, seeing how old it is and the dust getting up there. Now is your time. You have to change out your smoke detectors eventually. Maybe you're going to change them out now before the holiday season. Maybe in the new year you're planning on changing them out. Maybe you're changing them out right now. The kids are going back to school and you're like, oh, that reminds me, I need to change out my smoke detectors. Grab these now. This price ends at midnight. You're getting all 3 of these for $64.99. 2 of the smoke detectors, 1 of the carbon monoxide detectors. If you think about it, I want to break down this price for you, right? $64.99. That's a little over, what is that, $2 a year basically for the protection you're getting, because you're getting it for 10 years, right? These batteries last 10 years, a 10-year warranty on this, right? This is something you're going to get home. You're going to immediately set it up. Very easy to install. You're getting everything you need. And then you have peace of mind that you have the latest technology. And Joe, a lot of times we talk about technology. We talk about, you know, computers and laptops and tablets. But this is technology that could potentially save your life.
Oh, yeah. That's the one thing you don't want to mess around with. You want to have the latest generation, because if this is what yours looks like, it's so big because the sensor in here, it was designed in the 70s. And if this is what you have in your house, just to break down the cost, you need to change the battery in this every 6 months. So if you have 3 of these, I'm going to show you what 10 years worth of batteries looks like for 3 detectors. This cost me $97 just in batteries. That's enough batteries for 3 or 10 years worth of smoke detectors. I would save money by getting Samurai. I'm saving almost $30, and I'm getting the latest generation. Because keep in mind, these batteries are going into 1970s technology. Today, you're getting a smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector that has that advanced photoelectric sensor that was designed within the last decade. It is the latest generation, and you will see these small ones out there in the marketplace, but man, even Samurai sells them for $35 to $40 for one. HSN has the best deal. It's an exclusive bundle, but what makes it so nice is that's a battery. You see that little plastic tab? This is all you have to do. You pull that plastic tab, that starts day 1. Now you don't worry about it. You can even write the date on the back, because now you have 10 years that you can forget about it. And Ty, to make sure your house is up to date, if you have one of these, you know, when these first came out, the code was 1 smoke detector in the entire home. The new code for 2023 is you need to have a smoke detector in every bedroom, every hallway, every major living space. If you don't have that, this is the easiest way to do it. Plus, we're also introducing the carbon monoxide, which is the silent killer, because you can't see it, can't taste it, can't smell it, and then you just feel like you had a bad meal. You go to bed, bad things happen. There's even a resort that 4 Americans passed away last summer from carbon monoxide poisoning out of an air conditioner. Yes, even your AC unit creates carbon monoxide. So with this, if the code is every 750 square feet or every level of your home. But Ty, for me, like when you think about the cost, it's really a fancy cup of coffee pays for an entire year. So if you skip that 1 cup of coffee, now you have peace of mind, because you think about what's in your house. It's so many important things that you want to protect.
And I want you to think about it now going into the winter season, going into the holiday season, right? When it is maybe getting cold where you are and you're bringing in those heaters, right? Maybe we're running things a little bit longer. Maybe you're plugging more things in, more electronics. You're running wires. Maybe you're bringing in that Christmas tree. Now is the time. Get it home. Get these installed and protected. It's all 3 of these, 2 smoke detectors and a carbon monoxide detector. You may not even have a carbon monoxide detector in your home right now, and you need to get one. All 3 today, $64.99. This is a great opportunity. Joe, thanks for being here with us this morning. Thank you so much. Your item number is 725-711. It's something that, you know, we all have to do. So we like to put all of that together for you here at HSN. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and joining us here. While you're picking up your Samurai smoke detectors and using that item number there over at hsn.com, I want you to shop some clearance. It's our last day of our big clearance sale. This ends tonight. So take a look what you see right there on your screen. End of summer steals and deals. You want here, Joe, Come sit with me, Joe. I don't want Joe to go. I haven't seen Joe in a while. Joe, do you know we have clearance sale going on? Look what's going on here.
That's fantastic.
HSN.com. It ends at midnight tonight, though.
I
So
need some
take a
home
look.
decor.
Look at all this. Yes, look at this. Some Christmas stuff.
Christmas is only like 5 minutes away.
Yes,
Or
it is.
5 months away.
Well,
not 5
especially
minutes.
when you have 2 kids, it feels
Oh
like
my
5
gosh.
minutes. We're in the same boat
We
here.
just started buying Halloween. Now we're
Yes.
putting Christmas stuff out. I
Start
love it.
grabbing this stuff now while it's on clearance there. Look, across all categories. Oh, speaking of Halloween, look at that. I love that Halloween candle right there.
Does that change
That is
colors?
great. That is, it has those little like cutouts, so it gives you that little pattern.
I like that.
It's that 360-degree flameless,
that.
right? So the dogs don't run through and knock over the candle.